So we got ourselves preseason rookie win rate. And the numbers would have you think, wow, Shamar Stewart sucks, right? And I saw this post, and I thought to myself, I think some numbers might not be fully explained. So, Elijah Roberts, 30%, pretty good. But let's add some context to this stat sheet, please. Elijah Roberts had 75 snaps in the preseason. Looks really good when you have a lot of snaps. You know, if you have 7 snaps, it's not going to look as good on the stat sheet at the end of the day. Because out of 7 snaps, what if they run the ball 5 times? Well, now you're not going to win too much and you're only 2 pass rushing plays. That's why context really does matter. Mike Green, 29.7. Not bad. He had 70 snaps in the preseason. Okay. Beryl Sorrell, 39 snaps in the preseason. Prince Lee, probably butchering his name, had 74 snaps. BJ Green, 73 snaps. James Pierce Jr., 66 snaps. Seth Coleman, 47 snaps. Robinson, 60 snaps. Ford, 120 snaps. Connor O'Toole, 102 snaps. Shamar Stewart is the worst by far. He must be a bust. Oh, wait. How many snaps does he have? Add the context. 25 snaps in the preseason. Now, out of 25 snaps, I will agree. Some of those were rushing plays. Some of those, again, maybe he did not do the best. Maybe he didn't. I would say PFF doesn't tell the full grade. At the end of the day, PFF only tells you as much as it can given the sample size. He played 25 snaps, and yes, he was not the craziest percentage off the edge at all. But when you compare it to someone, and you put this graphic out, because the graphic I added, by the way, I added the Shamar Stewart at the bottom, and I also added the snap count. This graphic is being posted without the snap count, because, it's a cool graphic, right? Shows how good all the rookies are. But if you don't add the context of the snap count, then what's the point? Like, you got to add the context of the snap count. That is a very crucial part of this. A guy who plays 120 snaps versus 25 snaps. Wow, he looks so much better in percentages. Well, he's going to. If I guarantee you, most of the players on this board right here, if you gave them 25 snaps, they're going to look very similar to Shamar Stewart. They're going to be very similar. Because some of those plays are going to be run plays. Some of those plays are going to be pass plays. Some of those plays, they're going to get double teamed. Like, again, So I always say context matters more than anything. Because people post graphics all the time and they don't put the context behind it. So, I'm not saying Shamar Stewart's going to be the best player ever. I'm holding out optimism 1,000%. Because we need him to work. Okay? It's not a want at this point. It's a need. Okay? It's a need. If he's a bust and he doesn't work out, we didn't sign Trey Hendrickson to an extension. We don't have a new contract for Trey. We're giving him a bonus. And after this season, Trey is leaving the team. He's not going to be on the team next year. So we need to figure out something. We need to get this situation locked down. And Shamar, we don't have an option where like Miles Murphy was so far has been a bust, and it is what it is. We need him to work out. We need these guys to work out because these are the future of this team. When Trey is gone, we can't sit here and say, oh, well, remember when we had Trey? No. We need Shamar Stewart to say, hey, we had Trey and it sucks that we lost him, but Shamar Stewart's an animal. We had Trey and it sucks that we lost him, but Miles Murphy finally took a step up. This is how you have to build your team. It's how you have to move forward as a team. You have to have guys that are young, that you develop, and that they can become the future of your team. So that's why I'm so high on Shamar Stewart right now, because we don't have a choice. This is not we hope. We're done with hoping. The hopium has ran out. The well went dry. There is no hopium left. This is we need this to work. So that's kind of my mindset. So again, like I said, this is why I hate graphics in general. Because you got to add the context, man. You got to add the context. Shamar looks so bad when you don't add the context. Once you add the context, I'm not saying he looks like the best player of all time. I'm not saying he did the best in the preseason. But it's important to kind of get all the details out there. Because come on now. Don't tear down my boy for no reason. Peace out, guys.